Hello, everybody. This is Saladin, the Undead Gamer, and welcome back. Today, we're gonna try a boss. Might lose. It might be awful. We're gonna find out though. We're not gonna take Canterbury with us because we want Sparhawk. Sparhawk is a badass. No, Occultist is still in the game. Why have I found none of them? Also, holy shit, that's a cool item. We're doing the boss. This is going to be a medium, so we're going to stack up a little bit more than usual. I'm not going to buy as many keys. I believe we're going to buy some bandages, but we need to buy torches as well. We're like going to tap like all of our money reserves here. Basically.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
So we are against the Necromancer. I believe
holes.
For the first mission, it's like
Only
the Necromancer's
the desperate go in search of him.
There's a trap. Whoa! What the fuck happened there? Thank you. Disarm the trap. Excellent. So welcome back. We're gonna be doing our boss today. Ugh. I don't know which room the boss is in. I have no idea. I'm gonna assume it's this one, and we're gonna check there first. Everyone in the party should have level 2 weapons and level 2 armor, though, which is really good for us. It's definitely going to make us a lot tankier and dealing a bit more damage. These guys should die before they have a chance to activate, unless the spider gets really lucky with its evades. Which it could. The spiders have a pretty high evade chance for most physical attacks, I believe. But see, he's hitting it now for 18 damage. Now that's like max damage on his weapon, but he can't
push on
do
to
that.
the task's end.
And he'll do even higher. I think the highest I've ever gotten anyone was level 5. So we're basically gonna get our torch up to increase the speed of our healer, because again, she gets a speed bonus when our torch is at 75% or higher. So having it at 96 is very good for us, because it means she'll just get to activate a little bit faster. She's gonna try and kill this guy off.
Continue the onslaught.
Perfect.
Destroy them.
That's really good. So I'm a little excited. I kind of fucked myself there. So I play a lot of Paragon. I play it on Twitch.
Begone,
I don't like Twitch. But they have a special deal with Twitch, and free stuff happens, and yada yada yada. I mentioned this all before. But I've definitely been enjoying Paragon a lot more lately. I definitely think anyone who is watching these videos should try.
Another one falls.
I love that it's cross-platform, and this is something that I definitely agree with. Oh, that item had no effect. I thought it washed away, like the rust or some shit. Fuck. Oh well. See, I wish I'd saved the holy water. Fuck. That would have cured all of his stress.
Curious is the
That hit for 10
trapmaker's
damage.
art.
That's rough.
His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
But yeah, cross-platform is an interesting notion to me. I was on the Darkest Dungeon Reddit a few days back. I mentioned that in episode 6, I believe, how I was on the subreddit, and they had mentioned that it was coming to PS4. I knew the game was coming to PS4. I had known that for some time because they announced it like a year and a half ago.
And
shortly after the game's official release, because again, I got this game in early access because I was just absolutely floored by how crisp and perfect it looked. The art style was amazing, and it's exactly the kind of game I love playing. So I didn't care that it was in early access. I was willing to take my chance on the developers and they definitely impressed me. So there's the boss. Holy crap. We're almost there. So we're probably gonna camp here, because I don't plan on running around after I kill the boss. Yep. Camp. So, as I was saying, I was on the Reddit. They were saying, hey, you know what? This is coming to PS4. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I mean, I knew about it. They gave it a specific date. And I was like, oh, well, that's really cool. I mean, it's good that that happens. It's good to know. That's really crazy good. Because the Necromancer does a lot of stress. And, of course, I'm not going to be able to just play the game on my PS4 right away and start streaming it. I might. I would hate to lose this setup here to start a new game on the PS4. Because, again, I've already gone so far into this.
The way is lit.
Which
the
is,
path is
you know,
clear.
like, starting over, people have already seen the early content. It would just be me grinding again. But the problem is that, as you might have noticed, sometimes there's like a gradual like weirdness to my screen. I'm using the Windows 10 game DVR to record. It's basically like a built-in DVR for Xbox, basically, but on a PC. So I don't know why it interacts this way with like specifically Steam games, but it's really kind of ugly.
Back to the
And my
pit.
PS4, I know for a fact, won't have that. Plus, I'm hoping to get a PS4i camera soon, hopefully by the end of the week. So I'd actually be able to do live streams, you know, with face cam, which, even though I don't think people particularly want to see my face, there is a statistical fact that if you have face cam on your videos, it inherently causes more traffic to your videos. And again, I'm not getting paid for this. It's not like I desperately want traffic so I can get paid. I want traffic because I want people to enjoy what I'm spending my time on. Same thing with my
Confidence surges as the enemy
I don't
crumbles.
ever go, man, how am I going to get more
Their
traffic so I can
formation
make
is
money? It's,
broken.
man, how can I
Maintain
maybe
the
get a few
offensive.
people on here who comment and like it and entertain them, because that's what I'm all about.
The
We
match
definitely
is struck.
overpacked.
A
We
blazing
found the boss
star
really
is
fast.
born.
Yeah, it is the Necromancer's apprentice.
Towering,
He only has
fierce,
105 health.
Terrible.
I'm expecting he will go down
Nightmare-made
fairly
material.
fast. The best thing is that he'll summon zombies, like after every attack, and it will push him further back, which will make these two more effective, basically each time he does it. And he's stunned,
Radiance,
which
may
is
we
awesome. It
find
buys us a
victory.
turn. That's bullshit. But as I was saying, I
As the fiend falls,
very
faint
specifically
hope blossoms.
do things because I want people to enjoy them, not to make money. I don't know how funny I would be. I'm much more, I'm not really like a comedian let's player, like Achievement Hunter. I'm more of a just, I like playing video games, and I like talking, and I like entertaining people, and if I have a chance to do all that at once, I'll try. I have a really cool series in mind. I love roleplay. I'm a dungeon master, I write fiction. I love creating stories for people. And I'm actually working on setting up Skyrim, possibly for the PS4 or PC. If I do it for the PS4, there will not be mods on it, and there are some cool mod things I would like to have for what I have
Press this
planned.
advantage. Give them
Think of
no
it like
quarter.
a narrative Skyrim playthrough, where you're actively like, it's like you're seeing a novel happen. And I'm actively playing the character. I think that'd be really cool.
Death waits.
And I already
for the
sort of have a
slightest
character in
lapse
mind,
in
but
concentration.
being the sort of man that I am, I would prefer leaving it to chance. To
Even
choice.
reanimated bones
And I
can
happen to
fall.
know a Skyrim like
Even the
random
dead
character generator.
can die
This boss
again.
was fucking pansy. We might actually continue exploring a little bit. Because it's only been 10 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna go see if we can get a little more loot. That's good. Alright, it just gave him a buff. That's not that useful. I hope people might be interested in that. I don't know how well this computer will run Skyrim, and I'm not really good at mouse and keyboard games. I'm not. You might say how they're so much better than a controller. Listen, I've had controllers in my hand since I was like 5. Alright, I didn't have a keyboard and mouse in my hand. I'm 25 years old. I didn't grow up with computer games. I mean, the closest thing I grew up with a computer game was solitaire or pinball. The Space Arcade pinball. That was the closest thing I had to a computer game for a very long time. And that's not really like a good sort of basis to say I'm good at first-person action RPGs. And you might say, yeah, but you're playing Halcyon 6 on the PC, you're playing Darkest Dungeon on the PC. I'm literally playing this game one-handed exclusively with the mouse. There's a difference in what I'm doing and what Skyrim would entail. You might say, but hey, you were talking about playing League with this lady friend of yours, and you play Heroes of the Storm. You keep talking about how you keep trying to record footage for that, and it just never ends up working. Yeah, that fucking really bothers me. Like, I really wish that would work. I love playing Heroes of the Storm, even if I'm not particularly good at it. But that's not the point you're discussing with me. The fact of the matter is, I'm not that comfortable. I'm not at home on a keyboard and mouse. I'm at home with a controller in my hand. And I could probably map a controller to the PC. Because I know for a fact that PS4 and controllers in Steam, they're just plug-in. I would just need to go buy a micro USB. That was useless. I would just need to go buy a micro USB long enough to like comfortably lean back in my like very uncomfortable chair. Like I spend most of my PC like leaning super forward because the back of this chair is a nightmare.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
That's actually really good. I get for occultists. Like that's crazy good. So, shit. What was I saying? Yes, the whole Skyrim thing. I could try the PC. Again, I don't know how well it's gonna run on this. I don't know how well it's gonna run with the DVR working. I don't know. Alright, so I'll run tests and I'll see what's up. Plus, I'm gonna need to run tests just to make sure the audio is right, so you can still hear what people are saying, but my voice isn't too, you know, like covered by anything. Because again, in it, I'm going to be doing the dialogue of the character. When I say it's going to be like a narrative story, I mean I'm actively going to be saying my answers. I will be replying to the people of Skyrim as if I was the Dragonborn. I'd actually consider playing the game a good bit, buying a house in a city, getting all this stuff set up, and actually playing as like a merchant who just gets pulled into the events of the Dragonborn and the Dragon War. Like, just one day, I'm just like hanging out at my shop and something happens. So I'm not just the main character of the story. I'm this dude whose life is suddenly thrown out of whack by all these events happening around him, and I end up questing and journeying and exploring the world in the process. I considered that. I don't know if that would be as good as just playing through the game with myself as the narrative lead. I think they both have merits. I definitely think that that idea has a lot more potential for creativity in terms of creating a backstory for the character. Because with Skyrim, I mean, like, whenever I do a narrative, anything, it's all about making it real. But again, it's all hindsight, because I don't want to do any of that yet. I want to wait till I try a few things out. And again, if I'm doing it and I'm going to use a controller, I'm going to need a longer micro USB anyways, because the micro USB I have now is like 3 inches.
Obliterated.
Maybe. It's not very big.
As victories mount,
we're
so
gonna be
too
leaving
will
after this,
resistance.
so let's delete some of this crap. We're definitely gonna use the key. We'll definitely get rid of the keys and the bandages. Alright, excellent. So we took care of the first boss. It was cake. We're gonna start exploring a lot more places now. As we're gonna start working on getting the bosses in other areas up. And the problem, I remember this was an issue with Darkest Dungeon, is you basically need an A and a B team. So basically, you're gonna have situations where eventually, in order to get the resources you need while everyone is de-stressing, you need to do lower level missions. The problem is, once these guys like hit level 3, see these guys, they're veterans now. These guys might not do level 1 missions anymore because they think they're too strong for them. There's no reason for them to do it. We actually want to fix that guy's speed penalty, because it's not good. We want to fix that.
There is a great horror beneath the
Yeah,
manor.
and Silk leveled up to 3 as
A
well,
crawling chaos
which is awesome. He got that free
must
level.
be destroyed.
They were talking about. We want to go to the sanitarium with Quasimodo. We want to treat this for lethargy. And we want to put Matilda in here to treat this, because we want her accuracy high. Occult? Still no occult, but we have an arbalist. Can I do an upgrade to my my coach? Nope, 8 deeds. Do we want to get rid of anyone? You know what? You're kind of not doing it for me, Albus. But you're actually really good. Alright, we'll just say goodbye to the arbalist for now, till I can get the deeds to upgrade. We are gonna sell some things. We're actually gonna give this to Boba. Plus 15% healing skills. Sephrenia. Plus 5% spot. We're gonna give her this as well, because we don't want her ever getting stunned. We're gonna sell these. We're definitely gonna keep that and that. As soon as we get an occultist, we're gonna be able to trick that guy right out. So yeah, I'm hoping to look into that Skyrim stuff. Please, if you have any ideas on how any of that sounds, shoot me a message. Shoot me a comment on, you know,
A little hope,
the
however
old
desperate,
YouTube
is never
comment
without
section,
worth.
and we'll talk about it. Form a discourse. You help me, I help you. Thank you very much. Please comment, like, subscribe. This is the Undead Gamer crawling back into his crypt. Oh, don't you dare.
A crawling chaos.
Hello, everybody! This is Solanadil, the Undead Gamer. We are back, episode 6 of Darkest Dungeon. We're gonna put those 2 deaths behind us. No need. Hello, everyone. This is Solanadil, the Undead Gamer, and welcome back to another